I'm Liz Chung from Melbourne. I have been overweight my whole life, and at the age of 12 I was taken to a dietitian to be put on a calorie restricted diet, which I stayed on for my teenage years, of 1,000 calories a day. And when I got down to a slim weight for me, I was still 7 kilos, so a stone heavier than I currently am now at 31. And I tried most diets on my way. We tried the banana diet, we tried the soup diet, I tried slimming tablets, I tried Slim Fast, I did try Weight Watchers. I didn't have an overriding success with any of them. I would drop a little bit, but then I'd plateau very quickly, or just the weight would not come off, or would come off at a rate of ½ a pound a week, which is very slow, especially when you're a teenager, I think. I moved over here 6 years ago, and very soon after moving over here I was diagnosed with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and as part of that I'm insulin resistant. So that means that I put on weight easier and don't take off weight as easily. And so I was put on a Atkins style diet, which had a wee bit of success. You know, it was a very slow thing, and it was re-educating myself. I'd spent most of my life eating high carbohydrate food, and so re-educating myself what I could and couldn't eat, what made me ill, and etc. And I went back to the UK recently, and whilst I was over there I put on an additional bit of weight, and I ran into an old friend who was looking fantastic, had lost a lot of weight, very inspirational, and I decided then that, you know, I would look into more weight loss, etc., because if it worked for her. And I was, she was on the Cambridge diet, and so I was at a dinner party one night with my father and his family, and they were having a jamming session at the end of the night. So the guitars came out, the whistles, the drums, that kind of stuff all came out, and I was singing, and I was sat as I'm sat now, and I couldn't physically get breath into my lungs. There was too much fat around my abdomen to be able to draw in a deep enough breath and keep my ribs open enough to sing more than a line without gasping for breath. And that was my light bulb moment. That was I knew I had to do something about it before, but that was my defining, this is stupid moment. So the next day I emailed Mandy of Cambridge and got a consultation with her 3 days after I arrived back into Australia, and have been on the Cambridge diet since, and have had phenomenal success, for me especially, with losing consistently good each week. I've found the diet to be very easy, because especially with the sole source aspect, anything that's going into my mouth is cheating, which has been perfect for me. Has been a great circuit breaker. I had found since being diagnosed with PCOS, it was very confusing, a lot of extra information out there, a lot of do and don't, and food had started to become my enemy. What made me ill, what made me not ill, what made me put on weight. And so to take that out of the equation and to give me a moment to stand back and look at myself and look how much I had been stealing food off my daughter's plate, how if she didn't eat everything, I would, you know, hoover up behind her and that kind of thing. And so it's proved an invaluable circuit breaker for me to re-establish my relationship with food and to get back on track and to start enjoying food rather than seeing it as the enemy. As for the weight that I've lost, for one thing, being able to shop anywhere, which is horrendously expensive but great fun, but going out with my daughter, being able to get on the trampoline with her, even though, you know, it's got the weight restriction and it's really only a child's trampoline, but not worrying that I'm going to break it, you know, unnecessarily, or if I do, no one's going to point and go, well, what was she thinking? Being able to go to the local play centre and get through the top rollers and not have to worry that my daughter's going to scamper through and I'm going to be left pleading with her the other side, please come back, please don't drop down the sheer, drop to the ball pit. That kind of thing has just been life-changing. Not having to even think when I get up in the morning, does this show my stomach? Do I need to put something over this to show, not having to hide from cameras. It's been revolutionary. It's been very, very good.